Sometimes all you need to win a hockey game is one skater and a goaltender. Avs win over the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 in a shootout.
Alex Newhook!
Oh boy.
Whoa!
This one's gonna be very quick because there just is not very much to talk about in this game. The first goal of the game came 5.5 minutes into the third period. On the whole, I don't think the Avs played terribly, but they did not play very well through the first two periods. Certainly, at least when it comes to possession metrics and things like that. I don't think it was completely awful, but the Avs weren't getting the quantity of shots that you're used to, especially in the second period. They still had some quality here and there, including 2 posts in the game to get them up to a post per game on the season. The reality is they got away with it, or honestly, it's not even that they got away with it. Darcy Kuemper just kept them in the hockey game, shutting down Edmonton from the top end of McDavid and Draisaitl all the way down to the bottom. And Darcy Kuemper needs to be talked about, because at this point, there is nothing left to prove for him in the regular season. He has done everything that the Avs could have asked from him, and has cemented himself as the clear starter on the team, and likely one of the best goaltenders in the league. Now, I understand that there's still more for him to prove in the playoffs, but you can't prove anything in the playoffs until you get to the playoffs. So there's nothing more you can ask from Darcy Kuemper up to this point. He was obviously brilliant in this hockey game, as some of these highlights have shown. Moving right along then, the third period was the Avs' best period of the game, and they still managed to give up the first goal of the game. After Edmonton gets a puck into the offensive zone, it gets loose, and you see actually a great battle from Nathan MacKinnon here for this puck, but he just doesn't get any help. You would really like to see either Mikko turn around and help quicker, or Devon Toews get involved a little bit quicker to help out MacKinnon there. It doesn't really happen, and there's still an opportunity here for Manson to clear this puck, but with an Edmonton stick in the lane, it just doesn't get very much on it, and it's able to be kept in at the point. From there, Nurse throws a puck towards the net, and with bodies in front, a tip gets on it by Warren Foegele, and that's the Edmonton's Oilers' 1 goal of the game. Honestly, I thought this game was going to end 1-0 right then and there. I did not think the Avs were going to give Kuemper any goal support at all, but I forgot that Nathan MacKinnon oftentimes just won't take no for an answer. Any situation, anytime, give me Nathan MacKinnon to get the job done. He does it here later in the third period to keep the Avs in the hockey game and eventually force overtime. Off a lost faceoff, some good work by Mikko Rantanen, diving in deep and taking advantage of a small mistake from Edmonton there. Maybe you can even call that a stick lift from Mikko. That's just good quality work. He gets it back out to the point where an initial shot comes in from Devon Toews. And notice Nathan MacKinnon, 1, closing in to the dirty areas of the ice, but 2, finding the open space where the Edmonton Oilers are not. So when this rebound comes through, MacKinnon has no one near him. He's able to get control of the puck, take it to his backhand, and put a completely filthy backhander up and into the net. The overtime itself was borderline disastrous and very strange. From Edmonton's side, they had McDavid and Draisaitl play the full 5 minutes, which is crazy. From the Avs side, they actually didn't play terribly for the first half or so of overtime, but they struggled to get any puck possession out of it, meaning they were just surviving up until a penalty that was called. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Somehow, some way, the Avs managed to kill a 4-on-3 situation against a team with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Tons of credit to Kuemper there, but tons of credit to the penalty killers as well, keeping the Avs alive. They survive an overtime in which they gave up 11 shots on goal to Edmonton. Absolutely ridiculous that the Avs didn't lose the game there. They go to the shootout. Kuemper makes all 3 saves, and once again, Nathan MacKinnon with this wins the hockey game. For MacKinnon's shootout goal, he comes in wide on his backhand side. It doesn't get too much pace, but comes across pretty early and is heading towards the center at the hash marks. Pulls into a forehand side where he tries to get a bite, but doesn't get anything to go from there. Does a couple of quick dangles before a hard pull to his backhand side, and that's where he gets him. If you back it up again, well, we backed it up a little bit too far there, but as he gets to the hash marks, that quick first move, afraid of going 5-hole, he gets him to bite, and then he cuts it to the backhand, and that backhand, even filthier than the first one, he figured he got him once, why not try again, is the only goal of the shootout. To me, this game isn't at all about pointing out the flaws of the Avs not being able to score goals on this one. It's pointing out the pluses of Darcy Kuemper being an absolute monster for Colorado, top to bottom. The Avs have the ability to get high-end play from every portion of their lineup. All they have to do is put it together at the right time in the playoffs, and this team could do the thing. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and we got the party bus coming up this weekend.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet. It is Avalanche time.